except I'll probably put like a picture that looks like I'm crying in my thumbnail so that you'll click on this video. I'm just joking, but like a little bit not joking. Hello everyone, my name's Serena and welcome to my channel. I have been making YouTube videos the past couple of days, and there's a lot of videos that I want to make, but they'll take like more than a couple of days to like film and then edit. Like there's a lot of projects basically that I'm working on for YouTube videos, and I'm like really excited about them, but they are the videos that take like more time to film and edit. And so, you know, in the meantime, I need videos like the one I'm about to do to post for you guys so that, you know, you'll have content on my channel. That is kind of what I want to do on this channel too. Like I want to do big, fun projects, but I also want to do story time videos, kind of more personal videos, because I'm going to be a little basic and just tell story time. No, actually, I think that a lot of things that I've been through, like a lot of really weird things, really weird situations, things that I think are like worthy of talking about on the internet. I watch a lot of Storytime channels and I'm like, oh my gosh, like stuff like that happens to me. Like, I'm not doing this to like call anyone out or expose anyone. I just want to start making Storytime videos on my channel because I think they're really fun, and if I've been through something and I've experienced something and it can relate to you, or maybe it's not something that you've experienced, but maybe if you find yourself in the same situation, you'll think back into my video and you'll be like, oh yeah, like this is how she dealt with that situation. I think storytime videos are fun, and I want to be like, I just want to share personal stories on my channel because I think it's fun, and like I said, it's one of those videos that doesn't take as much time to edit and film, and I'm lazy. But today's video, if you can't tell by the title, is going to be about a time that I was ghosted. And I just want to put a disclaimer on this because I put a disclaimer on all of my storytelling videos that I'm not here to call this person out. This situation, I wasn't even really sad about it at the time, so I'm definitely not sad about it being like 5 or so years later. I don't even think this person, if they watch this video, which I highly doubt they would ever come across my video, but I don't even think that this person would think that this was about them, because we'll just get into that. I'm not here to throw shade. I'm not here to make anyone mad. Everyone's names will be kept anonymous. I just want to tell this story because more than anything, I just think it's hilarious. Ghosting, I feel like, is becoming more common, especially people like my age, people like high school age. With something like this, like, you don't always know the exact definition of it, but for me, I feel like ghosting means that basically you were in a relationship with someone, you were talking to someone, you were friends with someone, you had some sort of relationship with this person, and you like talked to them all the time, you talked to them like every day. Maybe you were like starting a relationship, or you were talking about starting a relationship, or maybe you were just kind of flirting back and forth, and then all of a sudden they just out of nowhere just stopped talking to you. I'm not here to be like, oh, I'm a victim, I was ghosted, it's so sad, cry, cry, except I'll probably put like a picture that looks like I'm crying in my thumbnail so that you'll click on this video. I'm just joking, but like a little bit not joking. I'm not like sad about this, and I actually feel like when I was like thinking about making this video, I was kind of reflecting on what ghosting is, and I was like, have I ever ghosted someone? And I definitely have. There's a guy. Let me know if you want me to make a story time about that, because I definitely have ghosted someone myself. So like, I'm not here to say like you suck if you do this to people, because I feel like I definitely did this to a guy. Let's get on with this story time video. Okay, we're starting the story now. This guy that this story involves was, I feel like he was like kind of a popular guy. He was one of the guys that like all the girls thought was really cute. For purposes of this video, we can give him a fake name. Let's call him Troy Bolton. Now, Troy Bolton was in the band. I don't want to say he was like super popular because he didn't play sports or anything, but he was just one of those guys that was like really good looking. So all the girls liked him. All the girls wanted to be with him. He was a really attractive guy, and he was probably one of the cuter guys at our school before this all happened. I wouldn't say that I necessarily like had a crush on him or anything, but I definitely like thought he was cute like most girls at our school did. And I remember this day so clearly because I was actually at pitching lessons. I was waiting on my sister to get done with her lesson, and I saw on my phone that I got a message on Facebook, and I was like, oh, like, I'll go check my little Facebook messengers. I beatbox over to my messenger on Facebook, and I see that I have a message from Troy Bolton, and I'm like, oh my god, like, why would Troy Bolton be messaging me? And I open it up, and it just says, like, hey. Oh my god, there's a bug down there! Die! I just lost a leg! Okay, if he's still alive, he doesn't have a leg. I forgot to say, this happened over the summer. So we weren't in school. I think it was the summer before my sophomore year, before his senior year. So he was in my brother's grade. He was 2 grades older than me. He messaged me and he said, hey, how's your summer been? Which is like so generic. That's what you ask everyone. So I messaged him back and I said, like, hey, my summer's been great. How has your summer been? Like, probably way too enthusiastic because that was me. After that, we just started talking about our summers, how our summers have been going. We started talking about, you know, how we were, like, he said that he was excited to go back to school because he was excited for his senior year. And I was like, yeah, I'm not really excited to go back to school. Like, I have a hanger. He, like, basically asked for my phone number because he said that he wanted to text me. So I gave him my phone number. I don't know why I would just used to give, like, my number out to guys. Basically, over, like, the next couple of weeks, we texted every single day. And I remember in some of those texts, he would say, like, you're one of the most beautiful girls at our school. You're so pretty. I'm definitely someone who gets attached to people. And so over the course of those 2 weeks in which we were texting, I started to, I guess, get feelings for him, or I guess I started to kind of have a crush on him. He always, like, I mean, it always seemed friendly, like we were just being friends, like he just wanted to talk to me, we were just being friends. But then he would randomly say stuff like, you're one of the prettiest girls at our school, you're one of the prettiest girls I've ever met, you're blah, 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 blah. He would, like, go back and forth from being, like, just friends, acting like he wasn't interested in me at all, to saying, you know, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that, blah, 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 blah. And so I guess, like, over those couple weeks, we formed, like, this good friendship. We talked about, I mean, personal things. We talked about, you know, I don't really know examples, but I know that, like, we talked about some real friendship things. Like, I thought we were really friends, and I kind of started to have feelings for him. I don't know if he had feelings for me, but he said I was beautiful, whatever. He sometimes would ask if we could hang out, if we could go to the mall, if we could go get ice cream, if we could do blah, 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 but, like, he would never follow through on these plans. I couldn't drive at the time, so, like, if we were doing this, like, he would have to come pick me up, or, like, I would have to tell my mom, so, like, it wasn't really, like, I could initiate the date or the hangout or whatever you want to call it, because I was, like, the younger one of the two of us, and I couldn't drive. And I know that 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it was, talking to someone isn't a long relationship, but I felt like we really had this, like, deep friendship. We talked about, like, really personal stuff, and I don't know, I just felt like we were really, like, becoming really good friends. And after this 2 weeks or 3 weeks, however long it was, that we were texting, getting really close, getting to know each other, one day, he just, out of the blue, stopped texting me. He stopped texting me back. He stopped replying to my texts. Basically, he just, like, completely stopped completely stopped texting me. And I wasn't really the one to always initiate the conversation. I'm, like, socially awkward and weird, and, like, even with texting, I'm weird. So, like, if we ever talked, it was because he initiated the conversation. But he was done texting me, so I thought, like, maybe I'll text him. And he used to text me every morning to say, like, good morning, how are you, blah, blah, blah. One morning came, and that text didn't come. And I thought, well, that's really weird, but maybe he'll text me when he gets a chance, or, like, maybe he's really busy. So I just kind of, like, let that go. But then he didn't text me all day, which was really weird because we had been texting all day, every day for the past 2 weeks. Like, it wasn't like we would text and say, like, how are you doing, and it was over. It was like we would text all day long. So it was really weird that he didn't text me that day. But I just thought, like, maybe he got busy or, you know, whatever. So another day goes by and he doesn't text me, and I was like, okay, well, this is like really weird. So I text him and I say, hey, we didn't talk yesterday. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Said something along the lines of, I hope you're doing well, text me back, blah, 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 like, and I didn't get a response. So I thought, well, maybe he just like got really busy and he can't text for a couple days. So I like gave it a couple more days, and he still never texted me back. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna text him again. Maybe there's something wrong with his phone. Maybe he never got my text. Maybe he doesn't think I care about him. So I said, hey, it's been a few days since I last talked to you. I just want to make sure everything's okay. Like, how are you? How are you doing? Good morning, whatever. I said like a million different things, basically asking him to like, yo, check in and let me know that you're not dead. But he didn't respond, and after that we never talked again, like, ever. And it was just really, really weird. It was like, I wasn't really sad because I felt like I was starting to have feelings for him, but I wasn't really in that place of like, oh my gosh, I love him, he has to be my boyfriend. I was just kind of like becoming fond of him because we were becoming good friends, and he was becoming like a part of my life. And it was just so weird that like all of a sudden he didn't want to talk to me anymore, and I didn't know why. And I'm one of those people that like, if I don't have closure with you, I literally have so much anxiety around everything that involves you. Like, if I have unresolved conflict or I have something unresolved with you, like, it literally bothers me so much. And it's just, being ghosted is such a weird thing because you don't get that closure. You don't get why. I mean, I wouldn't have minded if he said like he just didn't like me and he felt like he was acting like he liked me and he didn't want to lead me on. Like, that would have been fine. Like, I would have been fine with that. Like I said, I wasn't sad at the time that it happened, really. I mean, looking back, I think it's really funny, but like at the time I wasn't really sad about it. I just thought it was like really, really weird. Like, it had never happened to me before. Normally when people don't want to talk to me or be my friend anymore, they like tell me, which no one's ever told me that, so I don't know why I say normally. But you know what I mean? Like, a normal person, if they didn't want to talk to you anymore, if they didn't want to be friends with you anymore, like, they would just tell you. So it was just like really, really weird in that way. And to this day, I still have never texted him. It's been like 5 years. But to this day, I still have never texted him again, never talked to him in person. And we went back to school that August, and he actually ended up getting a girlfriend, which I gotta do a story time on her too because she's freaking crazy. But we never talked after that. We never talked after that summer. We never talked in person. Actually, I have talked to him because he used to work in the mall somewhere, and me and my sister ran into him, and he was talking to us. He asked us like how our brother was, how were we, but it was like kind of awkward because, okay, it wasn't really awkward, but like because it also had been a couple years since that happened when we ran into him. But it's just, I hate that feeling of like unresolved like conflict or unresolved situations with people. I don't know, I just hate stuff that goes unresolved, and that is exactly what ghosting is. So it really makes me cringe. I think that's all I had to say on that subject though. I mean, like I said, it was really a weird situation. I don't know if that story was like a good story. I feel like I left some of the details out, but I didn't want this video to be like super duper long. If you guys like this video, you like this type of video, you want me to do more videos like this, I have a lot of like crazy things that have happened to me that I want to like tell stories about because like I am ready to spill the tea. Not really. Like, spill the tea. I think it's fun to like talk about things and you can keep everyone anonymous, so it's like no harm, no done. I almost said no harm, no done. Who says that? It's like no harm, no foul, because like I can spill the tea a little bit, but like not give you specific names so that like people's feelings don't get hurt and, you know, I don't get sued. But I think it's fun to like tell personal stories, especially ones like this where they happened a long time ago and they're really funny and kind of embarrassing, but like really funny now to talk about. Let me know if you want. I can make a video about the time that I ghosted someone because I definitely have. And also, it was kind of a similar situation. We weren't dating, so it wasn't like a serious ghosting, but it was like we were talking I can just make a whole video about it if you want me to. So let me know if you want me to make a video about that. I might. And I will see you guys soon with another video. I'll see you guys soon with a new video. Bye!